What are you doing?
I'm not having fun.
Hopefully you will be shortly. Motor mounts.
You set a playlist today?
Of course. Not on the service computers. I didn't have time. I forgot about that. But I got the others going. What's up, Jet? Let me set my coffee down, homie. Yeah, man. We're trying. Steven's down there tightening the motor mounts down. Progress is being made.
Am I stuck?
Stuck.
Suck under the wheels.
Oh, it's that bag of bolts.
Sitting there like, why am I not able to just roll?
That's fair.
I guess I should lock that back up.
What up, crazy foot? Trying to get this thing going tonight, man. Getting these motor mounts tightened down, making a few last minute moves. Yeah. Making some progress. We still got to clean this mess up, but got the seat deleted. All Scott Rod's Fabrications in Toledo, Ohio, folks. We got the fuel cell in there. Working on a couple things here. Got the fuel line going. The battery box. Historical plate. Can't wait to get them stickers off these tires. Yeah. I think we got polyurethane bushings, Jet. Those are polyurethane, aren't they? Yeah. And
They're direct replacements.
and we got Rural King nuts. This car is sponsored by Rural King. You guys should see all the hardware. It's Rural King here, Rural King there. Hey, if it fits, send it, right? Man, we got 8 people in here. That ain't bad. Making some more progress. What are you about to go do in there, Steven?
Well, the better question is, you said 8 people. Are they all subscribed to my page too?
I hope so. If you guys aren't subscribed to Steven's channel, run over there and hit that subscribe button. Ford Tech Steve. Yes, Crazy Foot. Rural King gets the job done. They bailed us out quite a bit. Got our regulator, all of our stuff, our nice Holly carburetor with our electric choke.
I've seen your, you've been working.
Chinese headers. These people put like a 1/4 inch of freaking Bondo on the firewall on this thing.
Okay, it's going through some thick metal, right? I can put a nice big hole there. Actually,
So last night we tried to start the car, and when we hit the button, it burned up the ground wire. So we're gonna relocate that.
Bigger bolt that I can run it through there. Something will fit into these. So something like a self-tapper or something.
The new front runners on there. Well, new tires on the front runners.
There's no access behind there. Okay. Unless I. So it's blind, you know. Yeah. All right. Let me look. Big self-tapper or something, or.
We appreciate you guys coming and watching it. So we're not getting a bunch done a whole lot real too fast here, but slowly making some progress. When do you think we'll be able to pull the trigger on the starting situation?
I don't know, because I still have all that electrical stuff to diode in the column. You know what? We might not be able to run this big one.
Take it off.
It's right in the way of our fan. I don't know if people normally run a front sway bar for drag cars or not.
Not really.
Are you even guessing?
No, that's a true statement.
Hey, can you grab me a 13 and 15 millimeter wrench? I'm not sure what size this is.
Yeah, just a second. Do you have the... There they are. You said 13 and a 15?
Yeah,
It's not bad, Crazy Foot. It's got its issues, but at the end of the day, we're pretty here. I know I've spent a fortune trying to get this thing going, but we got a really nice accessory drive on this thing. We got a really nice electric fan set up. It's not a roller motor though. It's just an old truck motor with a what kind of cam's in this thing? Thumper? Mother thumper?
Hey, grab me a 12.
It's a 12? Okay. Excuse the mess, guys. We've not had a lot of sleep. There you go. We're going to try and get this thing going, man. We're going to go to the Kent Rose Arm Drop on Thursday with it. And hopefully run it Saturday night.
Okay, never mind. These are SAE. Just bring the SAE.
You can bring me a whole rack?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like this whole mixed
I can't fix anything, but, you know, I'm really good at running back and forth to the toolbox. I promise you that. We'll get everything they need. What size is it, you think?
I don't know. Close to a 15. Or close to a 13.
5/8.
No, that's gonna be too big.
Too big.
I don't keep track of this SAE stuff.
Are you a metric man?
Everything's metric and forward now. Way too big still.
Jesus.
Take 2 steps down. 2 steps down, then we'll go up 1.
2 steps down, 1 step back, and then the name of the racing game?
Yeah, so that's what you do.
I knew it. Here, I'll just take all of them off this little rack. How about that?
Okay. I'm trying to look at something and I can't because you're making me look.
You guys head over to Ford Tech Steve's channel. Yeah, man. The wrench turning never ends, Billy. We appreciate you coming in and watching, man.
Don't mind this brake line; it'll be fixed before we go.
Yeah, we just kind of silly ran stuff just to get it down, but we'll get it mounted up there here shortly.
Well, it was in there, and then we had to pull it out to put this engine in. And fitting it.
Yep, nice little Proform oil pan there, that's for sure. It clears the manual rack and the cross member real nice.
I'm very happy that I don't have to drill that out. Good size? I think so.
Drilling a hole so we can remount our ground.
That's the wrong way.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris is in here.
Which Chris?
Cup.
No. He could be here helping us.
Yeah. I ain't trying to drill right into that frame rail. That's tough.
I found the only solid metal under here.
That's not funny.
That's hilarious.
This thing's not that rusty. It's 95%.
I brought you this. You want the impact instead?
Yeah, Crazy Foot. I think we had like a 10 gauge wire on it last night when we tried to do it, and it was connected to the head on the motor.
Oh, it wasn't even that.
No?
It wasn't anywhere close.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't anywhere close.
It'll get better. This car owes us something, right?
It owes us lots of beer.
Yeah, it was funny. I saw ground straps at Tractor Supply yesterday, and I almost bought one, and then I was like, man, I don't think I should buy one.
But let me put it on there anyways. I figured just getting it started is usually easier. There's been a history of using the impact on this car. Go on. Move the ratchets quicker. Oh, that works. I can make my ground strap now.
I think it's got some threads in the hole now.
Really?
Where's the beer at?
Still in the fridge. I should have brought one with. It's the other garage.
Yeah, it's in the other garage. Good point. All right.
Oh, I left the other one down there. Is the other one of these down there? It's right here.
That would be a lot of ground straps. I think they were like $22 a piece at Tractor Supply, something like that. Went to Napa today. It's about the only place on earth you can find 4-gauge wire in bulk. And they tried to blow my head off. $150 for 25 feet, which I thought was absolutely asinine. And then they gave me a discount when I complained, and I got it for 89 bucks.
Don't show up in your salesman outfit as the...
No. Yeah, I had a tie on, so they thought, hey, we'll just get this guy for 70 bucks real quick. Zach did say he wanted to buy some of that so he could make some terminal cables for his. So that may work out.
So does that complaining about price work for trucks too?
No, I actually
Ranger Raptor.
the world went nuts when they found out it was for sale today.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, Ranger, let me get the keys. Can I drive it? Can I drive it? Everybody wanted to drive it as soon as they found out it was for sale. So,
They'll enjoy it. They being sales or customers?
yeah, sales. I think everyone in sales drove it today at least once.
When I went by there, or after I came back, it was already gone. I didn't know where they went.
All right. Oh, I think they took it to lunch.
No, this was after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't get back to it until lunch.
I joined a group on Facebook today for Zach so we can list his truck for sale, the 1960. some quality connection work right there. Got our front bumper over here. Brand new headlights. Steven made a wiring harness for this thing, and I mean, it looks factory. He did such a good job wire looming everything together. Can't wait to put the bumper back on it.
Watch that connector not work.
What do you mean?
These things not clipping together. Where have you been?
You said you tested that one.
That doesn't mean it's gonna work now.
God, I hope it works.
Every other day is another roadblock we gotta hit.
Chris, I think Zach is going to sell the truck because he doesn't have time to work on it. I don't know. I feel like it's just taking up space in his shop and he wants to do something else. I feel like it's a little bit above his, what do you call it, mechanical skill. It needs a lot of metal work, and I don't think he's ready to take that on. But I think he could get a decent amount of money out of the truck because it's worth quite a bit to somebody because it's pretty rare. And then he'll probably go buy something else fun, he said. Tried to tell him to go buy a Fox body too. We all three have one. It's just a matter of time before Steven gets one. As soon as this one's done, he's going to go find one.
I already told you, I'm not doing a Fox body. I'll do a Ranger.
You're going to do a Ranger. He wants to Coyote swap a Ford Ranger. I'm not mad at him for it either. I think it'd be fun. But I vote you get like an extended cab 2019.
Yeah,
A newer one.
I don't like the suspension on those.
Okay, so you want to get like the older boxy one, like an 04.
Yeah, like the last year that they had them, like what year did they stop? Was it 11 or 12?
Oh God, your mom's gonna kill me.
She probably wanted to hear it.
Good call. You're probably right. We talked about this yesterday. He said, nah, one of us needs a new Edge. I got you. Like a 99 Mustang or something like that. That'd be cool. Noah at work, he sits next to me. He's one of the new salesmen. His dad bought a 99 Cobra with 86,000 miles on it this weekend. And it's got a 5-speed, 4.6, and it's black. Pretty nice car. He says he's going to bring it to work tomorrow. I'll probably get some video and put it up on the internet. I do know somebody that's got one for sale really cheap, but it's rough. A lot more rough than this is.
Gosh, am I using the wrong size here?
Do you want the grinder to clean up the surface where that ground's going to be?
Oh, I will need it. I set up with the grinder bit on it. Already there. Yeah, this is the... Again, ignore the brake line.
Oh, it'll be fine. It's a race car, man. It don't have to be perfect. This isn't like Concours show car stuff. This is Kevin's Speed Shop.
And we're slow.
We're going to start a channel for your dad called Kevin's Speed Shop. And the intro is going to be you riding the lawnmower. Or no, we could put your bike stuff on there. That'd be cool. Honestly, you could put a GoPro on your head and ride your bike. People would probably watch.
People will watch anything. I might have made this too long.
You can always zip tie it around up something, huh?
No, where's the bolt? Where's the bolt? Oh, what'd you do? It's right here. You got it. Did you want to clean that up?
Yeah, we'll clean her up a little bit, buff, or sand on it. Chris said that's a Master Tech brake line job if I've ever seen one.
I said ignore it.
He said can't ignore it. It's in everyone's face.
How's that? Look at this. Look at the exhaust over here. That's better. It's open headers.
Golly.
Uh,
Well, it's a good thing you got my title wrong, so it's all good.
Working on the Jeep. What year Jeep do you have, Crazy Foot? And the ground is in there.
All right. Well,
Oh. Chug my espresso because we slept 10 hours in 3 days. Yeah, we're going to do a hillbilly alignment on this thing. Hopefully we get it running just to get it to work. Oh, you're going to trailer it to work? That's fair. Then we'll stick it up on the alignment rack and get it right.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna put it on the drive on. Do a string alignment.
It'll be all right.
There, I don't have to. I can be underneath.
Be all right. So what are you doing now?
I'm ready to take a nap.
Yeah, I've been ready to take a nap since like Saturday. But I keep getting excited right when I get off of work to come work on more car stuff.
Don't look too close at this either, because we had to rip everything out to do some dynamic.
Yeah, we were having a little trouble last night, but
We think our switch itself is faulty. Sometimes everything will turn on, sometimes it won't.
are you talking about the column switch?
Yeah, the ignition switch.
Could be the case.
Because I can put power to it with the power button, and everything lights up.
That's badass, Crazy. But my dad's got a 2-door Bronco with 33s on it. He absolutely loves it. It's just a pavement princess, though. It's never been dirty. You know, put a little power on there, and
Oh, what do you say we test it to see if it turns over or if it starts on fire again?
I got lights. Go hit the crank and see if it turns over again. Watch the wires.
Let's see what stuff we got here.
Make sure we don't burn nothing down.
Alright, I still have nothing on that. Are we clear with that, or I'm moving stuff that might be falling?
Chris said pull the ignition switch out. They're known for falling apart and losing contact. Did a side job, had one do that, and it was causing turn signal and hazard issues.
We just don't seem to be putting any power or wire in there, so.
Well, take the whole. Can you take the whole thing out?
I don't know. Never done it before. I'm sure you can. That'll be after we test this, I think.
Crazy Foot, you need to take that thing out west. If you check out my channel, we've got a video where we drove a Bronco to Moab, Utah last year. Did some drone shots on a trail. It was pretty awesome. Love going out west. I'd probably not be a hot rod guy if I lived out west. I'd have like some crazy lifted truck with a frickin' big block in it. Geo tracker with a 6-liter. Oh. That's a sweet plate. The plate on my Shelby says out of gas because it gets like 200 miles to a tank. It's pretty ridiculous.
Alright, let's see if it cranks.
All right, let me share this thing over to Facebook real quick. If y'all could go share it for us, we're gonna try and turn it over.
You need to wait. The button's lit up.
Was it?
Maybe that's not making contact up there.
I'm gonna just throw a pin in here.
It was funny when we took our trip out west last year. The first stop was Denver, Colorado. And when we got there, we were so jacked up to go out west. We kept on driving. We didn't stop. Yeah, I bet that column switch is the same design that was in my old F-150 too.
I hit my head.
On what? Oh, dude, it got me the other day, I'm telling you. My edges are sharp. That's awesome, Crazy Foot. Is that another ground wire?
This is the trigger.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Crank trigger.
I don't have a ground on that since that one burned up.
Oh.
One of my, yeah. That's why this isn't triggering.
Well, I'm glad I said something.
It's too safe with the ground wire.
Screwdriver. How'd that go? This should at least be enough ground for doing this.
Probably put that wire right in the wrong spot. Right in the way. Right. That's how I do things, you know that. Do it to yourself all the time.
Could be worse. We could have melted the car down last night.
It's an attention getter.
Yeah, it was definitely an attention getter. But it's crazy. That's exactly what my 92 F-150 did. And it was, I fried that wire. I mean, all the way down the firewall was fried.
All right, now we're ready.
All right.
That's a good sign. Not. Should drop the battery charger on.
You need a jump box or something? I can tell you, Zach is good at bringing jump boxes. I'll call him.
No, so I've got that weird voltage issue thing where everything all of a sudden has voltage to it. This has sitting at 8 volts that should have none.
You want me to hang the Snowco on the battery?
That's not our problem.
Okay, let's not try it.
Something's not right. I don't know what.
Well.
The battery's disconnected and those lights are still on. Look at that. There's no.
Yeah, that's kind of weird as shit, huh?
The only thing that's a capacitor in here is the coil.
Is it like it's not holding a charge or something, is it?
I don't know, plug back in, everything's fine.
Do you want to try some of the stuff on the switch panel?
I know the fuel pump works. I could care less about anything on that switch panel right now because we need to get it to start or turn. If it doesn't crank, we're not making it. Said wiring dilemma is what's been keeping us from getting this car to the race. Little box right there.
Well, it could be worse. Where do you start?
Had a bit of a loss. Okay. I kind of think our chances of getting to the race are done with this car.
That's the case. That's the case, buddy. Valiant effort. Power probe die. Ground straps you can never have.
Every single time I do that.
He says ground straps you can have enough. Never have enough.
Probably our ground back here that's acting up is all I've got is a freaking bolt.
Well, do you want to put a stronger ground back here?
I just put it on the battery different. Everything stayed lit up. I guess we'll find out. Every time I start. Every single time that just
As soon as you hit the button, it kills it. What if you disconnect the starter cylinder in the column?
I wish I had a starter or a wire running back here to the starter. I don't.
Yes, sir, Jed. I can do that. I didn't know that was a thing. This is actually, I think, the second time we've ever went live. He asked if the terminal was tight. Chris did.
The terminal is shoved on there. It's not tight, but
Do you think we should tighten it down so we get a better connection?
this is what I get on the live.
I got you, Jed. I totally understand. I usually put subtitles in all my videos, too. I actually have a friend that is deaf, and he asked me to do that specifically. He's like, man, I have a really hard time watching your videos. He's like, I have no clue what the heck you guys are saying. He says he would definitely try and tighten that down.
Probably not going to be able to tighten this one because this one's the old one.
Do you want to remove of that and put?
I don't want to because I want to just use what's here before I go cutting up more wire.
So, okay, I was going to
I
say.
don't like my ground down here. I don't like a lot of things right now. I really need to get the lit back up again.
Well. It's definitely all lit up.
Let's do this. I'm going to try something real quick. Hop out there.
So it sounds like it's kicking the starter and the starter out, but it's losing the ground and dying. Going to the other side, folks.
I'm going to need you over here.
No, I'm not. I'm coming back.
Or you can do it over there, I guess.
All right, I'm going over there. I just want to get a better view.
That's out. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to power up the wake relay on that thing, I want you to then try hitting that start button.
All right, let me know when. We got our
Go in once
cancel start button. You just want me to bump it, or do you want me to hold it for a second?
if we can get it to go, just hold it.
All right, it's on. Then it went off.
There is a chance this battery is too small for.
I did say that. I wondered if it was probably too small.
All right. Well,
You want to pull a battery out of your truck or something?
don't.
You want to make a
I'm
new?
just gonna make a freaking ground connector, I guess, and see if I can find a better spot to ground it. Because I'm just grounded to the floor.
Chris said tighten the motherfucking terminals, bruh.
Well, Chris hasn't done anything today, so.
I do believe the battery cold cranking amps for this Rural King battery that I picked up was 720. I don't know.
I thought it was higher than that. I thought you got an 800 or something.
They didn't have an 800. There was that was the highest one they had on the shelf, really. Unless I got a big tractor battery or something crazy. He said that's sufficient. Even for a 351?
I think the problem is I just don't have a good ground back here. I've got this tiny little bolt. That's all I got.
Well, let's make a big fat daddy ground for it.
I wonder if I could just use the alternate he's going to here for the. Lift that up on the scratch up there.
Appreciate everybody watching, man. We've been spending hours and hours out here over this last weekend trying to get this thing wrapped up. Said we put so much effort into it, and it's gonna be really sad if the electrical is what ends up holding us back. But you can't say we didn't try. That's for damn sure. All efforts on board here. Where'd your dad go? Thought maybe he was hiding under the car again. Okay. So he used 800 cold cranking amp in his truck to turn his supercharged Cleveland. So.
There's not that big of a difference in what we got here, I don't think so. It's not, I wouldn't think that what we're turning would be the problem. I never liked how this engine turned over by hand either. It seemed like it was really hard to turn. So I'm sure that doesn't help us.
Well, do you want that new black terminal end that I bought? Damn. The cool part is the way I'm filming this, if something cool happens, we can make real out of it. Yeah, Crazy Foot, I talked about buying a battery, but it seems like me having to buy a second transmission kind of threw the budget off, and then I ended up having to buy a different manual rack. That threw it off. He said, put a screwdriver on that solenoid and see if it cranks.
I suppose that's another option.
Cross the post or the.
Put all our negatives off now so we can.
We get this negative hook back up. I think we're going to give that a swing.
I'm not working on cars ever again after this. This thing's been really frustrating.
It's funny. That's what you do every day, though.
Yeah, I need to go find me a desk job.
They're not that great. I promise.
Do these crappy cars.
Build a race car, they said. It'll be fun.
They lied.
Oh, hell yeah, they lied. Yeah, but you get to go have fun, Chris. It's going to be different. You're going to be working on, like, nice new race car part stuff. You don't have to work on rusty recalls and deal with shitty customers all day. It goes back up and... But hey, having fun on this live stream. We got 44% battery. We'll keep it going for a while. See how long I can keep it going until the battery dies.
Give me a tour of the car. I'm looking for stuff.
What do you mean to do?
Give me a tour of the car or something. I just don't.
Yeah, we've kind of toured the car. There's our nice fuel pump setup. Our filters and the Pro Street box, which is an absolute nightmare mess right now. Steven's looking for stuff.
Looking for bolts.
Trying to find some bolts. Are you looking for like a new bolt for the ground?
I want a bigger one like I got.
Okay. It says this car will only go 85 mile an hour. Let's see if I can get to focus. I think it won't, but I think it's going to go faster than 85. Yeah, Jet. We did splurge. We bought that high flow Holly pump. We've got 8AN fuel line all the way up to the regulator there. And then we ran some 6 into the carburetor. And I'll be honest, I never made a fuel line in my life. But I made all of these fuel lines, and I'm damn proud of them. And I'm really excited to find out if they leak or not. I really hope they don't. I'm going to be disappointed as hell if they do, but I got a feeling they're going to be good. So we got the nice electric water pump accessory drive on there. MSD's all set up and locked in. Steven made this really nice wiring harness. And we're praying that it clicks into our front bumper. So actually we bought a kit. Well, Steven went and bought some tools. He said that tools are an investment, so they're all right. I'll show you guys what we went and bought. Got it for like $200, I think, didn't you, Steven?
I don't.
So it's cool tools, and what you do, let me open this up for you. So you grab the little 8AN dudes, and you stick the fitting inside there, and then you just literally keep it clamped down and twist it on the hose. And it's got like a stop inside it, where you know where it stops at. Squirt a little WD-40 on the thing, slide the other end, thread it on, and it's done for, man. So we did the old jerk test, and he grabbed one end and I grabbed the other, and we're pretty big dudes. We pulled the hell out of it. But I think I only got stuck one time, if I can recall. Yo, what do you need? It's not. You know, your dad's been trying to keep things organized in here. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. He did, didn't he? Yeah, those cool tools were definitely worth the money. After watching how people used to do it the old way, I would have been cussing and throwing a fit, dude. That would have drove me nuts trying to shove that stuff in that freaking fitting with a screwdriver and then damage up all the fittings and make them look ugly. That would have really upset me. But yeah, he gave us a deal. It was a couple $100. Came with a bunch of line, bunch of fittings, bunch of 6 stuff. We had a few 8 fittings in there, and then there was a bunch of line, which we ended up using a bunch of. It was really nice. Had rubber inside it instead of some of the cheap plastic. So I guess that's where we're going to put our new ground. Are you gonna clean? You gonna?
It's the same spot.
Oh, same spot.
Just I'm using a bigger bolt that might actually dig into.
We do have a lot of brass fittings on our lines. Most of the major connections on the 2 gauge and the 4 gauge is all copper connections, isn't it, Steven? The lines. We used a bunch of copper
What are you talking about?
for like the heavy duty wire.
Well, I've got those over there, but they're hard to find anymore. I'm sitting there trying to find them earlier today, and
I bought every one Tractor Supply had.
I went and got the other ones from Dance, Alabama. The ones that we made for the ground sprout.
The Summit fittings were okay. We had a couple new ones, and then we had some older stuff. And the older stuff we had to kind of fight. But the new Summit line worked really well. It had plastic on the inside instead of the rubber. But I was able to get all the fuel lines done in about 2 hours last night, which was pretty nice. So what was that real expensive 90 I bought? It was a different brand. It was black.
Well, it was to go from 10 a.m.
Yeah, it was a 10 AN female down to a -8 male to the hose. It was like $40 to get one fitting.
There was a hose end that would go on a 8 a.m. line that was a 10 a.m.
Right,
Go onto the 10 a.m. nipple on the tank.
right. We still have to buy tank vents too. We haven't done that yet.
Which we're out of time. So
Yeah, we're out of time, so I think we're just going to unscrew one of the tank vents and not fill it all the way up and just run it with a couple gallons of gas and keep a can at the track for now until we build the tank vent. I don't know. I'd say you just let the thread out a little bit. It'd let some air in there, wouldn't it?
I don't think that'd be enough, honestly.
We'll figure it out. Getting close to trying it again. Yeah, we definitely didn't have a copper fitting for that one. We've run out of them.
It is what it is at this point.
Talk to me, Jet.
What else was going on?
I have not pressurized the fuel tank, but I've learned that these fuel pumps can cause problems if you don't have a vent in the tank. It'll like suction itself in, I guess. Which it specifically said in the Holley description for our fuel pump that it requires a vent in the tank. But something tiny that we forgot to get, and I don't think we can get one quick enough because we got to leave Thursday. Well, I could have grabbed that for you.
No, you're busy.
I'm just running a show over here, man. Entertaining the people. Giving them something to watch on a Monday night. Here in Kevin's speed shop, aka Fortex Steve's back garage. Give me a hold 'em.
You got sticky pockets, so
Yeah, I do. I like to put tools in my pocket. So, I don't. Is that a vent right there? That little hole? No,
I don't think so.
I don't think that that's a vent, but we might be able to. I don't know. It's got these holes up here, which are 3/8 NPT. We just gotta get that one vent for that. And I think it was like $28 on Summit, and then I had to find an adapter. But part of the problem is we don't have enough. But we don't really have enough clearance under there. One-way valve would do it.
I don't know if they'll make one for that. You have to do some searching. I mean, if anybody out there has ideas for us and want to give us a recommendation.
All right, go ahead and hop in there and get ready to hit that start button.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. I like that.
That sounded real nice. Did you boys hear that? Dang. I'm getting real excited now.
Out of all things, it was our ground.
It was our ground.
That still doesn't make sense for our group. It's probably still got issues with that key.
So do you want to put some fuel in it?
No, I got other things I got to tie up. I don't think you realize how much left I have to do before this thing comes by.
All right, I'm setting the phone down for 30 seconds because I got to go pee, man. I'm going to set you guys over here in the corner. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. He's out of time.
Appreciate the patience. Yeah, man, that thing made a nice sound when it turned over.
Sounded better than
Sounded real healthy, didn't it?
sounded better than yesterday.
Agreed.
This is gonna have to be temporary.
That's fine.
This is the ground to the MSD box. It says right on the box that it wants a engine mounted ground.
Okay.
So
Thanks, Dad.
it's gotta make him happy.
Yeah, I mean, he understands what we've been going through. I mean, shit, we've been working hard on this thing, dude. The time, the money. I just like the whole idea of we set ourselves a goal and there's a strong chance we could achieve it. Nothing feels better than setting goals and achieving them. I do that every month at work for myself, usually. But yeah, the freaking thing turned over. Holy macaroni. Do you just want to pour a little fuel in the top of it and hit it?
Well, actually, I was thinking of what we actually need to do to get it to run.
Keep it neutral and hit the button.
No, I think I think that ground really might be the last thing. So.
Oh yeah, you got to take that red thing out of that thing. I bought Steven a new VP fuel can for the house here. A little 3.5 gallon job.
I'm 3.
Yeah, you smell that? Should I go get your dad?
Sure, I don't know where they went.
All right, I'm going to set you guys back down with Steven, and I'm going to run and get dad. I'll be right back. Just a second. So we get a little bit more love.
I can text him.
Yeah, text your dad. Tell him to come out here. Yeah, tell him to come out here.
I was gonna say first start attempts.
Hurry up, yeah. Hurry.
I said, where you at? What do I do with that half-inch jacket? They could at least give you a little thing to like actually turn this out.
I think they should just put the damn rubber thing in the damn hole and be done with it. I mean, it's already got a cap on the end of it. Like, what's the big deal? Coming up on an hour on the live stream. Appreciate everybody that's been hanging in here with us and watching. Even if you've been jumping in and out, it means a lot to us. We were going to go live on Steven's channel tonight, but he's not able to go live for 24 hours because we tested it at work today. So if you guys don't care and if you're not subscribed, go over to his channel. It's Ford Tech Steve, and subscribe to his channel. He's got all the video updates on the car that we've been doing.
I've gained 1 sub since we started this today, so
Well, that's good.
one of you guys must have subscribed. Thank you.
Oh, we got us a good size extinguisher over here on the wall. We're gonna be okay. We're ready for that. It was actually kind of funny when we first started working on this thing. Steven's dad was doing some grinding in the garage, and he did it over a trash can after he'd sprayed parts cleaner in it. And he set the whole trash can on fire. I saw him sprinting outside with a flaming trash can. It was hilarious. So we tried to get the video footage from the cameras, but
I don't think he got it.
yeah, we didn't get it in time. But
So, I think I actually need to try to connect to that MSD box first.
oh, you're talking about from the app? See, our MSD box has a pretty cool app that you can download for your phone, and it'll give us the car vitals.
Yeah, well, Chris can fix this key.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm telling you, it can be one of them deals where we do like I did with a push button. You turn the key on, hit the push button. If the solenoid's dead in the column, that's what I did with the F-150.
Well, we need to send power to this. We still need a key to be able to turn power on to send it back here. And it's either I use this or I use that other switch that we've got.
How funny would it be if your dad's sitting in there on the live watching us right now?
I sent him a text. I don't know what he's doing.
I would crack up. So what are you thinking? You want the fuel ski? All right, let me grab it. Get the old 90 Thrizzle, boys.
We'll dump it in here, and instead of going crazy, what we'll do is we'll pressurize the system, see if we can't fill the carb up, and see if we have any leaks.
Oh, you like turn the pump on while it's poured in there? All right. Leaks.
I don't want to go crazy.
Yeah, I would probably put a half a gallon in it.
Since we don't have a shutoff valve in here yet.
Yeah, we forgot to put the shut-off valve in there.
It wasn't that, it wasn't going to fit.
Do you want to flip the switch and I'll watch the carburetor? And I'll see when the fuel pressure comes up.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, pressure. It's in the bowls. Yeah. Bowl is full. We got about, we had about, I don't know, 8 pounds of pressure.
That's good.
Yeah, we definitely got fuel in the bowl in the back. By the way, that was, that was awesome.
Oh, I don't see any coming out of that yet. All right.
Does it need more fuel?
Yeah, I think we're okay. I just turned the pump off.
So are you saying you want to start it? Do you want to open the garage door?
We don't do that yet. We're not gonna let it run long enough.
You're just going to fire it up and then shut it back off real quick? What's the off sequence? How do you shut it off?
I turned the thing off up here.
All right. Prepare for noise. Hopefully this thing starts up.
Hey, you need to be in the car.
You want me in the car?
You need to hit the start button
Okay.
since our key's not working.
All right. I smell fuel. Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we gotta leave.
Do we really?
We gotta leave.
I thought I smelled fuel.
Well, we were just pouring it, so either way we were gonna have
Where's
to
it
leave.
coming now?
Well, try that.
Dropping out of that tiny.
No.
Yeah, it's that turd fucking 90 from Summit.
I need the 2.8 hands.
One of them's up there.
That could be like the worst freaking place to get it because we're gonna end up wasting all that fuel.
Well, that's why I bought extra. Can always go get more. That's why I said we just put a little bit in it to try it. I don't have the other one.
What the hell?
I gave it to
You
you.
said you were going to get it.
Well, it wasn't in the thing. I don't know where it is.
Right.
Oh, you had it over there. You're all right, dude. Just relax. Dad said fire extinguisher. Right there, Pops.
Burn this puppy down.
We got her just in case we need her. I doubt we're gonna, but make y'all feel better.
Well, just so everybody knows, this is Aaron's hose making.
Yeah, that was me. I was explaining to everybody when we first started this adventure that I was worried to death about the fittings leaking in general because that hose didn't feel good to me. That was the only one that I didn't like. But we each pulled on the end of it. So we gave it the Fat Boy pull test. It's still pooping
We need
fuel.
to remake that line.
Okay, so we're going to remake a fuel line, it sounds like.
Aaron's going to remake a fuel line.
I don't know how, apparently.
I mean, really, that's our only lead.
I didn't see anywhere else, so. Let me check up here real quick. I don't think there is. Maybe that's why it didn't build a ton of fuel pressure.
Well, that's pretty pump. That's not, it's not going to build a bunch because it doesn't really have to do a lot.
I mean, everything else looks fine, so. We just need to redo one line. You don't have one of them things to pump any fluid out of the tank, do you?
Nope.
Your mom got a turkey baster?
We're not doing that. If I need to, I'll just open that thing up and catch it in a little catch can and just throw that away.
It's starting to pull up in the bottom of this back here.
That's fine.
So 8 pounds is a little bit high.
Well, that's post-regulator. We haven't done any adjustment yet.
Oh, that's true.
But we're going to have all the power, so we need all the pressure.
We just can't have no sparks right now, okay?
Nah, I'm not worried. Not worried.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. What are you doing?
This was a hot line.
Let's disconnect the battery.
We don't realize how close we were.
I just freaking about got your face burn up on camera. I told you. Dingleberry.
We're going to put the 13mm wrench.
Let's open a garage door and ventilate a little bit, huh?
We're good. We got the AC on.
Are you sure?
Yes. Chillax. I'm going to turn that live off. Kind of think the live's bad luck.
No, it's not bad luck. My phone's gonna die soon anyway. I got 32%. It was at 47 a little while ago. All right, now, no more Sparkies.
I was almost out of this.
Oh, because it about burnt down to the
Yeah.
ground. Gotcha. This has not been easy at all. So, challenging for sure. So Steven just about melted himself down. We got the tank, a drip.
I'm just going to let it drip like that and let it drain slowly.
That's cool. We can always get a shop towel in there and take it back outside or something after we get the majority of it to stop dripping. How much did you put in it?
I don't know. How much did you get?
2.5.
Maybe a gallon?
Nah, you put about a little over a half a gallon in it. Yep.
Well, this is draining. I'm going to go take a restroom break myself. I'll be back.
Yeah, we got a catch can under here. Yeah, we got a little catchy roni and cheese. I ain't kidding you guys. That was close as hell. Steven about blew us up. But it's okay. We're safe. I probably could be catching this in a funnel and putting... Well, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't put it back in that damn container after it's touched that rust. Be like some Mad Max stuff. I think if I open this up here, it'll drain faster. Well... see how much is in there. I think we're about done. I said the same thing, but Steven said that the air conditioner over there is on, that we didn't need it, but it's his house, man. I'm gonna let him do his thing. So we're about done dripping anyway. I'm gonna get a shop towel in there and clean all this up. So he probably won't be messing with any of this electrical until we do. But we just got to remake one line. And I can tell you right now, that fitting, if you can see the way it's flanged on the end, dude, it's the biggest pain in the butt ever. And then you go look at this one over here. Dude, that's a $30, $40 fitting compared to the other one. That thing's great. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to shut the live feed off for a minute so he can go make this line. We can get this stuff cleaned up. I'm going to charge my phone. And then we'll get back on here in about 20 minutes or so and try and do this again. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that question, Jet. That was the third fuel line I'd ever made. I don't know shit about making fuel lines. That's a damn fact. I watched a YouTube video and we went forward from there. Watching YouTube, making YouTube. That's a little too much. It's still got quite a bit in there.
Empty yet?
We're close.
So,
Talk to me.
do you want to put a 45 on there since that 90's not working?
That's the only other choice.
I know you wanted to put a straight one on. Straight one's definitely not going to work.
45, it will make it work.
Okay.
I mean, we got to use what we got to use here.
Once that's drained, I'll have you make those. And then we'll see what we can do to get that going.
All right, so I guess I am going to make another fuel line that's probably going to leak. Not really, hopefully.
It better not.
But I'm going to turn the live feed off and I'm going to go charge my phone so that we got enough juice to get this done tonight. You guys give me like 20 minutes and I'll pull the live back up, say 10 o'clock. And we'll be back. I really appreciate everybody that's been in here so
We
far.
might not be running this tonight anyways, because with how much fuel's in here and all the vapor,
I'll open the door.
that's not going to help this drain.
I'll take the tank out and we'll sop it up with a towel.
Okay, whatever.
We have to make it run tonight. We have to make it run tonight. Huh?
Kill it. Let's move on.
All right. I'll be back here after a while, guys.